Falling off the wagon, what to do when. We're into week 3 of the month and talking about things related to adherence, the sticking to it side of things that we often struggle with the most. Because I'm pretty confident everyone that's ever joined us has joined us knowing how to eat better and or exercise more than they have been. It's the continuing to do it that's been the challenge. They've started and stopped in the past, and it's the maintaining, the adherence. And when we stop adhering to something, there's a number of reasons, a number of justifications, a number of explanations that we might give. And a common one, and what I have conversations with people about on a nearly daily basis, is the feeling that we've fallen off the wagon, that we've made some what we could call less good food and drink choices. So we've eaten a lot at a certain meal, day, weekend, etc. And that we've somehow failed, and because of that we should carry on doing that because we've fallen off the wagon. And there's a few powerful realizations here. Mostly, there is no wagon. There's no such thing. The wagon does not exist. It doesn't exist in any way, shape or form to describe what we're doing. What we're doing is just making individual choices. Each individual choice we ever make doesn't have to be influenced by previous decisions. So what we ate and drank 1 minute ago, 1 day ago, 1 week ago, 1 month ago, only has to influence what we choose to eat and drink now, if we choose it to. Because that's all that ever exists, the choice we were making right now. Everything else is just a thought. The past is a memory of previous events where our imagination fills in much of the blanks and most of the meaning. And the future is nothing. It's something we can plan and think about and prep for, but it doesn't exist either. All we have is the decision that we're making now, and that decision doesn't have to be any harder than we choose to make it. There is no wagon. And underpinning often this falling off the wagon approach is this all or nothing way of going into it, that we have to essentially eat perfectly. We have to eat like a nutritionist or an athlete, and anything else is considered failure. From my experience, an approach that works much better for 99.9% of us is to create a daily, weekly or even monthly average, because we can always do that. And then it changes the conversation in our heads when we've had a heavy night, when we eat and drink a lot on a Friday night, not to thinking, oh, I failed, I might as well do some more of that, to thinking, how can I pull that back into the average? We wouldn't do the same with anything else. If we had £100 to spend in a week and we spent £25 on one day, we wouldn't think, oh, sod it and just throw away the rest. We'd cut back a little bit and it wouldn't be that big a deal. Our approach to eating and drinking can be the same. We wouldn't think we'd fallen off the wagon with our expenditure. We'd just think we'd spent too much and had to spend a little bit less. So next time you catch yourself thinking you've fallen off the wagon, there isn't one. It's not a thing. It's a mental construct. At most, it's a way of justifying our choices. And our choices don't have to be any more influenced by the choices we've made in the recent or distant past than we choose them to.